Uh, hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Chilly morning, and it's fall. Happy fall, everybody. Something about this time of year that the light just pours in beautifully from my door. Let's start with let's start with the overall energy for the first day of fall for the autumn equinox. I saw this yesterday, I don't remember where. Ah, thank you, Cindy. I actually just finished my journaling as well. I'm so happy that you're part of the group. I'm so excited to see what happens for all of us over the next 20 days. So I don't know what I was watching, where I was scrolling, but I saw somebody talking about fall, and they're like, it's the perfect time to let things go, to be like the trees. Hello, Christina, how are you? So now is the time to be like the trees. What can we let go of? Like the trees, drop their leaves. What could we drop as we move through fall? What are we holding on to from this past year that is not serving us? Think about that today. Can you be like the tree and let go of your leaves? Let go of what you don't need. And allow it to open up some more space for you. Oh, and the deceit card pops up again. This card, man, it has jumped out a lot the last couple of weeks. I'm going to say, not to get political, but I have a feeling this is just the environment that we are in, that the deceit is all around us. And that we don't know what is true because nobody tells the truth anymore. And as we roll into this election, if you've been paying attention to all the things that's going on, Joe Biden now has a cough and a runny nose, and most likely he will have COVID in a couple of days or so he won't be able to debate. It's all deceit. Nothing is real. So be aware. Be aware of the information that you're putting in. Be aware of the information that you're putting out. Be aware of the people around you. Because we're in a tricky time right now. We really have to listen to the little voice inside so we can really feel and know what is true for us. Because what's true for me may not be true for you. So just be aware. Be aware of everything that's going on. Be aware of the stories that are coming out. Be aware of what our government that has been lying forever to us. Sorry, again, not to get political, but it is the truth. And if you think our government tells the truth, I'm sorry, this is your wake-up call. They've been lying forever. If you don't believe me, Google Gulf of Tonkin and just read that. That's all. Anyway, back to the cards. Listen to the little voice inside. Do your own research. Pay attention. Listen to your heart. Exactly. The little voice is the only voice. So let's see what our angels and ancestors have. Some more guidance for this beautiful first day of fall. What do we have? The High Priestess. Harness mystical powers. I love that. Harness your mystical powers. So even though we start off a little, we're being reminded that we have amazing mystical powers. We have superpowers. You know how you activate your superpowers? You sit down, you meditate, you breathe, you connect to your highest self. And you start realizing that there is no separation between me and you, me and God. We're all the same. We all have these powers. They're within us. So use them to decipher the deceit. Use your mystical powers. Now is the time. Give yourself time every day to sit down and breathe, to connect with yourself. That's how you really start listening to the little voice. Give yourself that time. Stop saying you don't have time, but then you scroll on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for 4 hours. We all have the time. We do. All right, let's jump into the rebels. Let's see what the sacred rebels have for this. What are we building on the High Priestess? Harnessing our mystical powers. What do we have? There's something special about our mystical powers, right? It's the remembering that we have them. It's what it's all about. The remembering In the first Conversations with God book by Neil Donald Walschall, I think it came out in like, I don't know, 98 maybe. One of the big themes throughout the book is that we need to remember who we really are. And remembering who we are is an infinite creative being with mystical powers. So remember, this is your reminder. You are an amazing mystical being. And be in the world, but not of the world. Look at how beautiful that card is. Be in the world, but not of the world. So as you harness your mystical powers, right? Remember that you are a soul having a human experience. So be in the world, but don't be of the world. Don't get sucked in to all the deceit that is around. Don't get sucked into CNN said this, Fox said this, MSN said that. Connect to your mystical powers. Embrace those superpowers. And then be in the world, but not of the world. Remember who you truly are. It's hard because most of us have been programmed for me, 45 years of my life. Shit has just been thrown into me without my consent. But we need to remember we are mystical beings. We are that mystical high priestess, that mystical high priest. So be in the world, but don't let the world suck you down. I like this. Let's go to the keepers. The keepers of the light. This reading is on fire today. It's on fire. I'm teaching a special fall class tonight. If anyone's interested, 7:30 in the Zoom room. A very special fall. We'll be doing some Kundalini yoga. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to move our body. We're going to meditate. It'll probably be a little extra meditative. Good morning, Christine. All right, let's see what our keepers of the light have to go along with our high priestess and to be in the world and not of the world. Let's see. Ooh, Kali. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. How sweet. So we have this deceit, right? We're being reminded that we have mystical powers to be in the world, not of the world. And good old Kali Ma pops out. I think she'll just kick everybody's ass. Step aside. Connect to your superpowers. Let Kali in, and she will destroy all of that deceit. I love this. Love it. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So let those spiritual changes unfold. Let your mystical powers come into being. Be in the world, not of the world. And know that Kali has your back. She is destroying all of that deceit. All of it. Yes, Christine, exactly. Face those fears. Be in the world, not of the world. Let those spiritual changes, let your superpowers come to life. Activate those superpowers. They're yours. I see some people from my past life of growing up being in this, the church that I was raised in. People post some things and say, what happens when you show up at the gates of heaven and you get judged and you're going to be like, blah, 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 blah. What happens if when you die, you're like, oh shit, I really did have superpowers. And I didn't use them because I let the world distract me and I became of the world, right? So don't do that. Don't wait until you pass out of this meat suit to be like, oh shit, I did have superpowers and I didn't use them. Now I got to go back and do this all over again. So activate those superpowers. In the world, not of the world. Let that major spiritual change happen. Let that growth happen. Birth it into life. And now our last card of the day from the star seeds, from our alien friends. What else? What else do we need to know for this beautiful first day of fall? Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Oh, that is so good. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. You will survive this. So we start with the seat, right? Be aware of everything that's happening, and then we round out the reading with the inner earth. You'll survive this. We're all going to survive this. We're all going to get through. New solutions, new beginnings. How can you get to those new solutions? Harness your mystical powers. Be in the world, not of the world. Kali Ma is here. That spiritual awakening is happening. She's destroying the shit that needs to be destroyed. And then that beautiful reminder, we're all going to survive this. Because we're infinite creative beings. We are souls having a human experience. We're not humans having a soul experience. We're you know what I'm trying to say. We're going to survive this, no matter what happens. Your soul is going to keep going. So instead of waiting, instead of hiding in the corner, it's time to step up. The world needs all of us to step up. Embrace those mystical powers that you have. Embrace your superpowers. Lead by example. Be a happy fucking person. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. Thank you all for being here. Happy fall. So we've gone through 2 seasons of card reads. All of spring, all of summer, and now here we are in fall. I love fall. My favorite, definitely my favorite season. I will share the link to register for class tonight at 7:30. It'll be about an hour-ish. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going to look at a car today, so send me some good vibes. It could be the most perfect Honda Element in all of the land, so send me those vibes. I hope to see you tonight. I will share the link below, and I will be back tomorrow morning doing this all over again. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy this change of season. Enjoy the fall equinox, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.